Hello everyone, welcome back for another video. It's been a minute since I've been on here, guys. I took a little bit of time off. I have a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, but I wanted to wish you guys a happy belated Valentine's Day, and I figured there's no better way to celebrate Valentine's Day than to talk about resetting and retraining your mind to truly love yourself. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like if you clicked on today's video, it's probably because you struggle with some sort of self-esteem. And I kind of wanted to get into self-esteem today and how to really get yours boosted by little steps that you can do to truly love yourself. And I do believe that in order to love yourself, you need to have a really good self-esteem. Obviously, they go hand in hand. And on top of it, I think a lot of you guys are struggling with loving yourself due to outside influences. And I want to preface that in today's video, we are talking about self-esteem, which means it has to do with self, not anybody else. I think a lot of you guys are getting that mixed up. You think that in order to love yourself, other people have to love you too. That's not how that works. You love yourself first and everyone else will follow. We're gonna get into that today. I cannot wait to touch on today's topic. I think a lot of you are struggling with this. It's something that can truly be worked on with habits and control and routines and affirmations and different ways to truly cultivate healthy habits to regain, or maybe you never even had it, of truly loving yourself and releasing all of that obsession with being liked and with all of your insecurities and weird ways of kind of moving through life, being kind of mousy and minute and shrinking yourself down for others. We're not going to be doing that anymore, ladies and gents. We are going to work on that. My name is Haley Gamba, and my entire life's mission is to essentially empower women and make you guys like who you are looking at in the mirror at the end of the day. So that is my goal. That is my purpose. And I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe and follow me on Instagram. And let's just get into today's video. I want to say before truly getting started in today's topic is that this video has very little to do with appearance. I decided to go on Instagram today and I wanted to get a consensus or some sort of statistic on things that you don't love about yourself. And I wasn't specific at all. I pretty much said, what is something that you don't love about yourself? This is a safe space. And I knew subconsciously that you guys were gonna all answer physical attributes about yourself, but I wanted to really see. And there's quite a bit of answers. And majority of them are physical. They're physical appearance-based insecurities or things that you don't love about yourself. Not many people said, I don't love that I'm not strong. I don't love that nobody was saying things that had to do with inward things. It was all external. I have to say, after many conversations that I've had with people in life who constantly talk about their insecurities or what they don't love about themselves or things that have to do with self-esteem, it's all physical appearance based. And as much as I think that physical appearance does get you very far in life, I do feel that way. I believe that the way you carry yourself will get you further than your ideal beauty standards or what you think that is. For instance, think of it this way. Bella Hadid is coined the most beautiful woman ever, right? Everyone is obsessed with her right now. Bella Hadid, Bella Hadid. But I bet you $1 million that there's a girl in some small town somewhere who looks just like Bella Hadid who's being bullied for her looks. Guys don't like her. Her peers don't think she's pretty. Because at the end of the day, I believe that beauty, not only is it in the eye of the beholder, but beauty standards, they change, they vary, and a lot of things that people find to be negative attributes when it comes to appearance could be positive to others. And I really want you guys to just throw all of that out the window after today's video. The first thing I want you to do in trying to love yourself truly is to put your blinders up. What I mean by this is external validation is no longer a part of your self-esteem, is no longer a part of how you feel about yourself. Yes, movies, TV shows, Instagram, people in our lives, they maybe make us feel a type of way about ourselves if we don't look like them. But I promise you, your life, the way it goes, your reality becomes exactly what you make it. And I really want you to understand that. I don't think I'm the most gorgeous woman in the world, but I tell myself I am. And it gets received very well in my real life. I've never had an issue dating. I've never had an issue making friends. I've never had problems when it comes to my looks or this or that because I carry myself a certain way. I really want you guys to understand that taking good care of yourself is one thing, meeting beauty standards is another thing. Truly, let's start prioritizing taking better care of ourselves and not prioritizing how we can look like Pamela Anderson or Kim Kardashian or Beyonce. As beautiful as these women are, I think what makes them beautiful is their individuality, is who they are as people. And I know Kim has talked about this several times in the past that, she wasn't the ideal body, the ideal look. And she came out and people were like, oh my God, that woman's beautiful. I really want us as a collective to stop focusing so much on external thoughts and validation. The best way to love yourself is to tell yourself that you're the ideal beauty because you are you. That is your superpower, is that you are yourself. Yourself being an individual, being your own person, is literally what is beautiful about you. Nobody else looks like you except for you. And the way you wear it is truly going to be a correlation to how you are received. I know, it sounds almost hard to believe. I think a lot of people are like, girl, you're telling me that if I just walk confidently and act like I'm hot, that people are going to also feel that way? Yeah, I am going to say that because it's literally, I've witnessed it. I've witnessed it with my own two eyes. It happens. I read something that made me laugh, and it was like, it said something like, everyone who is extremely sexy is a little bit ugly. I don't make the rules. I was like dying laughing because I'm like, yeah, like I totally see that. But essentially, this is really the only part of this video where we're going to be discussing looks. But instead of focusing so much on, oh, I hate my back rolls, or I hate, the way I look, or I think my nose is too big, let's talk about how we can take care of ourselves. Instead of focusing on the things that are sometimes not super able to be changed, let's talk about, do we smell good? Did we do our hair today? Did we dress for our body type? Did we wear the clothes, the smell, and the look proudly? That will get you further, and people will receive that way more. And again, we're not trying to be received, but I just want you to understand that taking good care of yourself goes further than being perfect or your ideal beauty standard. The next thing that I want you guys to do to truly love yourself is to do self-love prompts as much as possible. I would say daily, but I don't want to push you guys to do things daily. And for me, I think prompts are the best way to journal, especially when you want to journal a specific thing that will help you grow. This is going to be a great way and a good exercise for you to retrain your mind. There are a lot of years that we have to undo and unlearn to get to a good place where we actually like ourselves. We not only have other people telling us we're not good enough, but here we are also telling ourselves we're not good enough. Doing self-love prompts are going to bring you light years ahead when it comes to your self-love journey. One thing I want you to do is just make an entire prompt based off of 3 things that you love about yourself and why in descriptive detail. You can also do a prompt based off of why you are a good friend, why you are a good coworker, things that are complementary to who you are as an individual. There's nothing better than realizing that what makes you beautiful are the things that you bring to this world besides your looks. What are some of the things that you add value to in this world that make you a beautiful person? Do you care deeply about your friendships and are empathetic? Are you somebody who loves to talk and can talk anybody's ear off and people just love to listen? Are you someone who loves animals and you take good care of them? What are your strong suits? What are they? Write them down in the prompts. This is not an overnight thing. I want to make sure that I make that clear. You want to do things daily that are untraining your mind that you're not worthy of love, respect, and admiration. How do you do that? By giving yourself love, respect, and admiration. Untrain it. Do the prompts. The third thing I want you guys to do to truly love yourself is to build up your strengths. Now that we've identified what our strengths are, how can we make them better? How can we improve them? And how can we wear them like a badge of honor? I find that the things that I love most about myself have a lot to do with my career, have a lot to do with the things that I've done that have broken generational curses, that have to do with my healing powers, my genuine intuition, things that I found out about myself that are qualities that not everybody possesses. We are all individuals that are very different. We're all multifaceted. We live different lives. We have different strengths and we have different weaknesses. What are your strengths and how can you improve them? I live the life I desired, and that is why I love myself. Every morning I wake up and I say I have the life I've dreamed of. I have the car, the dogs, the house, the life, the daily routine, the friendships that I've dreamed about, that I prayed for, that I wanted and wished for. And the way that I received them, which took a lot of hard work and dedication and manifestation, is a huge reason why I love myself, because that is something in itself to love. I love that I was able to achieve something that maybe others can't. And this is a journey that is for you specifically. And everyone has their own goals that they're trying to meet. It could be as simple as, finishing up like a trade school of some sort because you want to get some sort of trade to get a better career. It could be ending toxic relationships and friendships that are no longer serving you. There are so many ways that we can improve and self-improve to become better. And as long as you start identifying that self-improvement equates to attempting to love yourself, you are going to eventually love yourself. I genuinely think that those who struggle with liking or loving themselves are stagnant. They always see the negative in things. Everything is glass half full, or everything is glass half empty, not glass half full for them. And you have to change and shift your mindset. There's nothing worse than a Debbie Downer. Why do you want to live these thoughts in your head rent-free every day? There has to be a way to change that. What makes you happy to your core, and go after it and chase it? Eventually, happiness and proving to yourself that you deserve to be happy is truly the foundation of loving yourself wholeheartedly. There are so many different things that have to be at play here. Happiness, loving what you do, ending cycles that are no longer serving you, affirmations, respect, grace, being grateful, which we're going to get into. The fourth thing that I want you guys to practice when trying to love yourself is to live gratefully. I saw something on a YouTube video. Her name is Wizard Liz. She's an incredible YouTuber, and she says a lot of very meaningful things in her videos. And one of the things that she had said was about pretty privilege and how, well, yeah, but you have arm privilege where some people don't have arms. And I just really loved her whole sentiment about that. And this kind of plays into what I want to talk about, which is to live gratefully. There are so many things to be grateful for. And when you start practicing gratitude is when you're going to start realizing that you're happier, and is when you're going to start realizing that you love yourself. Okay? I am grateful for the country that I was born in. As imperfect as America is, we have basic human rights here, for the most part, or better than other countries. I love that I have my health. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for my friendships and my family. I'm grateful for the opportunities that I have been given. I am grateful for my ability to pick up and start over. When you start doing gratitude lists and you start realizing all of the blessings that you do have in your life, you start to have a different mindset based off of the gratitude that you have. I know that I'm in a good place in my life when I realize that instead of asking God for things, I just thank him for things now. I used to always pray to God and ask for things, and now I just say, thank you, God, for what you've given me. I am grateful. Thank you. And that in itself, I know, is me already achieving a higher ranking in my journey. Because there are plenty of low moments in our life where we're praying to God and asking God for things, and we're, please give me this, please give me that. But when you finally get to a place where it's just gratitude and acceptance, it's insane. It really changes your life. The more you start realizing things, the more happier you will become in regards to your self-love journey. It's just how it goes. Self-love, if it was at the top and there was all these different tiers, it would be happiness, it would be work ethic, it would be purpose, it would be friendships and family relationships. Like, those are all under love of self, right? Work on all of those tiers, and then you get to the top. You get to the part where self-love becomes just present. It wasn't like one day I woke up and I said I love myself. No, I did all of those things. I worked on my self-esteem. I worked on my happiness. I worked on my friendships and relationships. I worked on my work ethic and things that I didn't like about myself that I knew I could change. None of this had anything to do with my appearance. Granted, of course, we all want to be beautiful. We all want to take good care of ourselves. But what are things that we can do that we can change right now? All of that, you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to just think you're beautiful because you're going to see something beyond the surface. When you live a very surface life, everything is visual. But when you start diving deeper and you start doing the therapeutic methods to grow as a human being, when you look in the mirror, you see a good person. That makes you love yourself. You see someone who cares. You see someone who loves fearlessly. You see somebody who's grateful. You see somebody who's been through it. It's just a different level of love for yourself. It's not always about the external. Who cares? Everybody has a different standard of what they find beautiful. If you continuously chase that to love yourself, you never will. You never will. The fifth thing that I want you to do is to set boundaries with others and with yourself. A lot of the times when people tell you to set boundaries, they're talking about with other people, but there are boundaries that we can set with ourselves. For instance, one boundary that you should set with yourself is no longer doing negative self-talk all day long. Hi, I'm not doing that anymore. I want to be positive. I will not speak negatively about myself for longer than 30 seconds. Let's just say that's like your first initial way of doing it. And constantly, reiterate that and remind yourself. Another way to set a boundary with yourself is to not spend your money to where it's $0 and now you're broke, because that's just going to make you unhappy, and unhappiness leads to all these other things that we talked about. You're going to end toxic friendships and relationships that are no longer serving you. How can you truly love yourself if other people in your life don't love you the way that you should accept, the way that you know you deserve? You can't. You can't love yourself if other people in your life walk all over you and you accept that. That means that you're okay with that, and you're not. I always say to myself, in order to get into a relationship, you have to love yourself first, because you'll know what you'll accept and what you'll allow. Because if you wouldn't do it to you, then you shouldn't let somebody else do it to you. That is key. So really, ending toxic relationships and friendships that are not cooperating with your new mindset is just bye, like see you. And you need to start talking to yourself like you would talk to a loved one. How you speak to yourself is so important, okay? I know a lot of people are more harder on themselves than they are on other people, and I get it. I think it's just a perfectionist, quality that a lot of us have. You gotta just reel it in. I promise you guys that when you start working on these things, you're going to see your life change rapidly. I'm not saying this is an overnight thing, because it's not. But for some reason, when it comes to working on self, magical things just start happening and appearing in your life. You're going to start meeting really good people. You're going to start having opportunities that are better for you. You're going to start, let's just say you're single right now and you're struggling with dating. And a lot of the reason is truly because you don't love yourself. When you start putting out that love to yourself, you're going to receive it better from other people. People are drawn to that. People are drawn to confidence and self-esteem and people who know thyself and are self-aware. And sometimes it's not great people, but most of the time it is. It's going to take many breakthroughs. I hope that this helped you guys. I want you guys to really put into perspective some of the things that I said today. I didn't want this video to be about appearance-based because, again, this is not real. This isn't reality. I'm sure to somebody out there, Megan Fox is not gorgeous. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying that this is not what we should focus on. We should focus on who we are as people, how we can improve the beauty from within, and it will naturally bleed to the external parts of us. I promise. I hope that this video helped you guys. Happy belated Valentine's Day. I hope that if you were single on Valentine's Day, or you felt alone, or you were sad about X, Y, and Z, that this boosted your mood, because I really want you to prioritize self-love and self-acceptance. And in return, you're going to gain so much prosperity, peace, and success. I love you guys so, so much. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you liked today's video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everyone. Mwah.